Laneka called the show because her boyfriend Rod is accused of raping another man. And this isn't the first time he's been accused of a sex crime. You see, when Laneka first met Rod, he said he had been to prison for robbery. But when she looked him up online, she found out that he was a registered sex offender and served 10 years for sexual abuse of a minor. Rod says none of this is true, and he wants to marry Laneka, but she won't say yes until she finds out the truth. Take a look.
I've been falsely accused of raping a man. Hell no, I did not rape no man at all. What really happened was that he hugged me. I stole the money out of his coat pocket. He's saying I robbed him, tied him up, I beat him. I didn't did none of that. He got mad and used my past against me to try to get me off the street for rape. I did not rape him. What happened between me and that guy was consensual. For those who know what consensual means, that's what it is, what it was. We both, that's that.
I really love this man, and he just been lying so much that I've lost count. Like, he just lied and said that he just told you guys that it was consensual. He told me he's never slowed a man. He told me all he did was take the money and that was it. He told me that he saw them, like, two guys together, and they gave him the money. Then he told me another story before that he been saw them, and when he seen them in person, they gave him the money to shut him up.
But now he's saying on that tape that he had sex with another man.
This man has really been there for me. Like, he uplifted me. Like, I lost my job, I lost my car, and he was there, like, paying bills. Like, he was there for me. Like, I introduced him to my family. I love this man. Like, I opened him up into my home, and for him to lie to me, and then I have to find out. Like, I have a little sister, I have little cousins, and to find this out, this hurt me.
So he did go to prison.
Yes.
But he denies what he went to prison for.
Yes, and the only reason that I'm still here and that I'm still fighting for this relationship is because he showed me his paperwork. Right. And it said no DNA, no evidence found, and that was the little girl. Yeah. That was the minor.
But 10 years in jail, it must have done something pretty bad. Yeah. And now it sounds like he's facing some charges. He's saying he had consensual sex with a man, but it sounds like he's being charged with the rape of another man.
Exactly. And I have no problem with if that's who he is. I just want him to be who he is. Why bring me in it? If that's what you want,
that's my point.
Why
First
bring
of all,
me?
if you're with somebody, you don't want them sleeping with men or women, right? You want them dedicated to you. Right.
Like, it's been so bad that I've had a transgender come up to my job and explain to me the inside of my house. And I'm like, I don't know this man. I've never met this man in my life.
Oh, because he was saying, hey, I've been with your boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay. And what so he denied it? Or?
He denies everything. But my thing is, like, he just constantly lies. Like, he told me that the guy was a cousin, the guy was a family member, the guy was blood related. This guy told him that I was his roommate, that, like, he just keep lying. Nothing adds up.
What if he fails?
To be honest, I'm still trying to figure everything out. I just want the truth.
Right. Now, he's facing rape charges, right?
Right.
And he's facing them when you weren't together. This was in January 2018. And you've been with him for how long?
3 months now.
3 months.
Yes.
He is a convicted felon, right? You know, he went to prison for 10 years.
Yes.
He's a convicted felon. He's a registered sex offender, right?
Right.
So you realize, I'm just going to get into this a little bit. If he's facing rape charges now, he could be going to jail for another long stretch of time, especially since this is like his second offense. All right, well, we'll find out. What did you go to prison for 10 years?
I went to prison for 10 years for rape, for sexual abuse, first degree of a little child.
Right. Did you have anything?
No.
Did you do anything to that child?
I didn't do it. I did 10 years for it.
And how were you convicted 10 years if you didn't do anything?
Because I was young. I didn't know the law. So I pleaded out to something I do. I was young at the time. They waited till I turned 18, then they sent me to prison for it. No. So when I got out about it, I still ain't had anything. I couldn't do nothing about it.
Now, okay, so whether the case may be, 10 years in jail is a long time, right? Convicted, you're a registered sex offender,
Yes,
right?
Sir.
So you got can't be moved by a school.
But only,
or-
I'm a sex, but only it's the leak in as a flaw. They had me on a sex offender for 3 years. I'm not a lifetime sex offender.
Okay. Which is probably good for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you get out, you meet this lovely lady, but before you even meet her, you get in some trouble again where a guy's saying, he raped me.
Yeah.
Did you rape the guy?
I didn't rape them. We did what we did.
And what is that exactly?
Consensual. We had consensual. We did consensual favors. And so after we do consensual favors, he hugged me and kissed me, and he had on a jacket. I stole the money. Bing. That's what I do. After I stole the money, I kept going. You see what I'm saying? So he checked out my pad.
So you did do a robbery.
But no gun. I stole the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Honestly.
Right. What charges are you facing right now?
Solomon first degree for getting that money. Got Solomon first degree.
Now, you know, if you get convicted for that, you're probably going away for a long time.
I didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, you had sex with them.
You had sex with him?
Not sex, like, come on, no, I ain't
What's
do that.
consensual? Consensual means you did it.
What?
You'll see, baby.
What kind of sex did you have?
I got a little touchy kiss and a little aura came with it. I'm just being honest,
Right.
and I just got the money.
Right.
I'm just being
okay.
honest.
So the question I have to ask you, are you bisexual?
No, I was homeless, and then I looked at it like, far as.
Yes or no, right?
No, I'm not. I love you, baby. I love
So
you.
you don't want to have sex with men?
No, man, I want to leave that alone. When I was in a homeless situation, I had to do certain things because I was looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, come on with it.
Pays your bills.
And I had gay guys really to walk in the store with me, just beside me. Then when I get inside the car, they'll give me $500-$600 just to be in my presence around them.
So, Rod, we gave you a lie detector test and it's broke down into 2 different categories.
Okay.
So the first one we asked you, in January of 2018, did you tie up that man against his will? You answered no. In January of 2018, did you physically assault that man? You answered no. In January of 2018, did you have sexual intercourse with that man without his consent? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Rod told the truth. Second part, the second part of his lie detector test. Did you ever have sexual intercourse with that child that you were accused of? This is what you went to jail for.
10 years, Steve.
10 years.
My whole life.
And you say it was all a lie,
Oh, you better pray.
right? Did you ever have sexual intercourse with that child you were accused of? You answered no. And the result for that lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
What? What you mean you ain't tell the truth?
I told the truth.
What you mean you ain't tell the
I
truth?
didn't have sex with that child.
When? Why you ain't pass?
didn't have
You
innocent
passed the other
intercourse.
stuff, why you ain't pass
I didn't
that?
have sex intercourse
Why
with
you
the
ain't
child.
pass
I
that?
did not have sex intercourse with the child.
A child?
I didn't.
A child,
I
right?
promise you.
You were sentenced to 10 years in
10
jail.
years.
You did the 10 years, you did your punishment. Why continue to lie about it?
Exactly.
listen,
You
right here,
just
Steve,
lied.
because,
I
look,
gave you
I have admitted
opportunities to be
that I had
honest
touched
with
the baby
me.
inappropriately.
He just
Sex,
continued to
intercourse
lie.
with that child.
But you're failing for it.
I didn't do it.
Is this somebody that you're gonna roll the dice on and say, yeah, I want to put my life in his hands and spend my life with?
I can't do it.
You can't do it.
And I respect that. I respect that.
I'm not trying to break you up.
Yeah.
I'm not. But this is your life. And I want you to tell him what's gonna go on.
I want you to get stuff and get the road, Jack.
All right, I'll do that. You know, so I respect that, but I didn't do that.
If you like what you see, all new episodes are coming, and you do not want to miss out. Click subscribe now.